Hi, welcome to our podcast, Above Deck, a below deck breakdown podcast. I'm Sarah Goldman, a photographer and former marine biologist living in Charleston, and with me is my college roommate and co-host, Kelly.
I'm Kelly Busby, and I'm an executive assistant and former radio host living in Columbus. Together, we hosted the Socks with Sandals radio show on WFAL in Bowling Green, Ohio. And we are back again this week to discuss Below Deck and our love of all things Bravo.
Every week, we recap an episode of Below Deck, share a few laughs with the captain and crew, and discuss what's new in the Below Deck universe.
Today, we'll be discussing Below Deck Med Season 8, Episode 6, Pirates Booty Call.
Here's your recap. Natalya plans a pirate treasure hunt for the Orbison boys. The deck team gets into a good groove, and the Stews have a successful charter with a person down. Natalya struggles with her open relationship and grows closer to Luca. Kelly, what'd you think?
It was a cute episode. It didn't really set up for anything. I think we kind of hoped it would, but
yeah,
it just did set up for more drama in with Nat and Max, and
it's true.
Not with each other, just in general. But it was a cute episode.
Yeah, I'm glad there wasn't a lot of fighting. That made me happy.
Yes.
So at the beginning of the episode, Sandy is intervening with Max and Lara picking up the anchor, and she says that Max talks too fast over the radio, and then there's the language barrier, and Luca needs to address these issues with his crew.
He talks so fast.
Yeah.
And the worst part is he won't let Lara, finish what she was saying.
Yeah.
So it's just frustrating. And then someone does need to step in. And in fairness to Luca, I'm not fully sure he is aware of what's going on, because he always seems to be in a different part of the boat.
Right.
When this is happening.
Yeah. But Sandy, she figures it out right away. She's good at that.
She sees everything. She's amazing.
Oh yeah. She sees it all.
Yeah.
So today is Jack's birthday, and the crew has planned a Hello Kitty themed party for him. I'm glad they
cats.
I have so many cats. I'm glad they showed this, but I wanted a little more. I needed more.
Yeah. It was just like a little taste, and then that's all you get. So
yeah,
I think he said it. He's always on a yacht for his birthday. I mean, that can't be.
That's hard.
All bad.
Yeah.
But I guess you're not with your family and friends.
Yeah, this is true. So how cool was it that Lara and Kyle can speak Afrikaans to each other? That was awesome.
We really couldn't do that, could we? I mean, other than we would speak Midwesterner to each other with a lot of nasally A's and O's.
Yeah, right.
I mean, hey, Sarah, guess what?
Yeah, exactly.
It's not going to work.
Yeah, we'd have to come up with our own language. So Luca, Max, and Lara talk about the radio situation, and Luca has a lot of patience with Max, but Lara does not.
Did you notice Max called his demeanor humor?
No.
Not so much, my friend. I'm sorry. We have very different definitions of humor.
I should probably turn on the subtitles for him, because I think I'm just kind of missing what he's saying a lot of the time. And so I just kind of move on. And I mean, maybe he is really funny, and I'm just, it's going right over my head. Exactly. Well, we both did that. So funny. So Natalya gets a text from her boyfriend that he's headed to Thailand with friends. And of course, she's worried about what he's going to do in Thailand. And the night before, he had 5 girls over.
So question.
Mm-hmm.
If he's thinking this relationship is open, which he is, and he is actively participating in that,
mm-hmm.
why can't she partake in the open side as well?
Right.
Personally, and Natalya, please listen. And this is screaming red flags. If I had them, I would be waving them all over the place at you. You need to run for the mountain, or what is it that Ben said?
Run for the hills, horse.
That's right. Run for the hills, horse. Nonetheless, you just need to run. You deserve so much better. He's a control freak.
Mm-hmm.
This is not good.
Agreed. And I think she's not with this person anymore. I mean, how could she be? This was
right.
Anyway, agreed. So we learned that Hayleigh has a list of things that she hates. This is what's on the list. We have wearing sunglasses indoors.
Same.
Oh, I do it all the time. That's going to irritate you in Las Vegas. Anteater. She said, why are they so big, but they only eat ants? Hayleigh.
That is a fair question.
Yeah, but the largest animals in the world eat the smallest things. Like the blue whale eats krill. It's the largest animal. So, I mean, it's not just anteaters. And then her third thing is female pants. Like, why do we have pockets that don't make sense? So you can't put anything in there.
Because the patriarchy. Damn the man.
We're not allowed to have credit cards.
They can't be cute. Big pockets aren't cute, Sarah.
Oh, okay. So the boat anchors in Cinque Terre. Did I say that right?
Cinque Terre.
Cinque Terre. I have always wanted to see this place.
Yes.
It's that string of colorful centuries-old villages that are tucked into the coastline in Italy.
My parents have been. And it's stunning. And I love looking at their pictures. I mean, their pictures all look like postcards. And I'm convinced the natural lighting in Italy is different than it is anywhere else in the world because of it has the reflection of the Mediterranean on both sides. And it's just, everything is just beautiful there. But it's definitely on my list of places to visit.
Yeah, that's a bucket list location for me for sure. So the guests requested that Jack teach the kids how to make pizza. And I love that Jack put that classic white chef's hat on.
So great.
So cute. And the kids had their little chef's hats and the pizzas came out great.
They had so much fun. And then they took their leftover flour and went and dumped it on Hayleigh. I don't understand that at all.
I know. That was kind of terrible.
Turns into cement.
Yeah, exactly. So Tumi and Kyle are talking and he says she should be glad that she's not rooming with Natalya because apparently Natalya has been keeping Kyle up into the wee hours talking about her relationship.
How does she have so much energy?
Don't know.
She's always so excited and so awake when everybody else is dragging ass. She's like, let's go. So
yeah, she's wound up.
Yeah. And also Kyle, just as an FYI, just stop answering her. She'll stop talking. Unless she sleep talks, then you're SOL, my friend. I don't know.
Right.
But, I can't believe he was still talking to her.
I know. I love the montage of their conversations. At 3:34 a.m., she says, I think I'm finally becoming a woman. And Kyle says, Natalya, go to sleep. So funny.
What I would really like to know is how they got to that part of a conversation.
I know. I wanted to hear the whole thing.
Oh my gosh.
Tumi says in her green screen, though, that if Kyle is talking about Nat, he must be also talking about her too. And that's not something a friend would do. So she's nervous about that.
There is truth in that. I mean, I feel like if you're saying negative things about one, you're going to be saying it about another. If you're saying positive things about one, you're going to be saying positive about another. So it's just, Tumi, be careful. Trust your gut.
So Lara asks Max to work the crane while she adjusts the slide. And he says he knows how to work it, but he's not doing something right. And she keeps saying, cable out over and over again. And it's funny how once they finally got it, they both said, F me. Afterwards.
They're so alike.
Bleep that. After the lunch, the guests have an excursion ashore. It involves a little hike, and Natalya and Hayleigh go on the hike, and there's a lovely view.
It's very nice.
Back to the boat.
She has all the bottled waters in her bag.
Lara and Luke decide to try praising Max a lot, and since he's not doing well with criticism.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you might as well give it a try. You have nothing to lose.
Right. They're like, we've tried the other, so let's try this.
Yeah.
So we'll see how that goes. Sandy gives Lara the opportunity to drive the boat during the hauling of the anchor, and she wants Lara to see how important communication is. And this is a dream for Lara, who really wants to be a captain. And she said she used to envision herself as a captain with a monkey on her shoulder. Like Captain Hook.
I can remember even when I was young, I had a vision of myself being a captain of a boat with a little monkey on my shoulder, like Captain Hook, the little monkey.
Wasn't it also Pippi Longstocking? Didn't she have a monkey on her shoulder?
I think think she did.
She had a horse in her kitchen too, but I think there was a monkey.
Pippi was in her own world, but I mean, she worked. It was amazing. I cannot get over though, like how excited Lara was for this. It was almost like a fangirl, like uber geeked kind of excitement.
Mm-hmm.
And just with the opportunity, she took it so seriously. She just absorbed everything. I just thought it was so cool.
Yeah. Sandy said she feels like Laura, it reminds her of herself as a young deckhand. So
a little Sandy.
I thought that was cute.
Mm-hmm.
Dinner goes really well that night. Things are going really good on the interior and the exterior. And Tumi has seen a big change in Natalya's attitude. And I think this charter in particular has helped because Natalya is so focused on the kids' activities and the pirate theme, and she doesn't have time to fight.
So if we can just keep her boyfriend from texting her, I think this season will end up being pretty amazing.
Yeah. That night, the Orbison family is playing some games after the kids go to bed. They play something, or they're going to play something called Bones. I don't know what this is. Have you heard of this?
I've never played, but I Googled it. So here is what Bones is. Bones is a dice game in which players take turns rolling 5 dice in an attempt to score points. And the first player to score 10,000 points is declared the winner. Okay.
Sounds simple enough.
Yeah. I think that's all it is. I think it's kind of like Yahtzee, but instead, Yahtzee, you're trying to get the full house and the 3 of a kind, the 4 of a kind and everything.
Okay.
So you're just trying to be the first one to get to 10,000. Sounds like a lot of math.
It does. Yahtzee is the one where you like shake something, right?
Yeah. You shake the little tumbler and then
you yell Yahtzee at some point.
Yeah. I think when you get 5 of a kind.
Okay. Yahtzee.
Who else yelled Yahtzee? Who would yell Yahtzee on TV?
I don't know. I feel like
is that a Jerry Seinfeld thing?
I don't know. I feel like we used to say it in, like, we tried to make it a thing in college. We just feel like Yahtzee, but
you mean it didn't pick up? What?
Apparently not.
But we were influencers back then.
It does seem familiar, doesn't it?
That is. I have to look into that.
All right, somebody tell us: is this a thing, or was it just us? I don't know. So, meanwhile, the crew is preparing for this pirate-themed day tomorrow, and there's going to be a treasure hunt.
This is going to be so cool.
Yes. That night, Natalya puts one of her bras on a pillow and she gives it to Luca. And then she puts one of his red polo shirts on a pillow for herself. What is she doing, Kelly?
Not only did she give him a pillow with her bra on it, she sprayed it with her perfume.
Oh, okay.
So look, I did this once with a long distance relationship, and it was in my late teens, like early 20s. And it did help because I had a t-shirt of his that smelled of him. So like going to bed at night, it was just kind of reassuring. But these two are like right across the hall from each other. So I'm not sure what's going on there, but
yeah,
I don't know.
I don't know. Okay.
She's trying so hard to not try.
You're right. I see. I know what you're saying.
She wants to flirt with him so bad, but she's like, I can't.
So she's getting weird.
Yeah. She's trying too hard. Yeah.
The next day, the crew pirate costumes look amazing.
I love them.
I love Laura's look in particular.
She looked amazing. She said she wants to drink gin. Hold on, I wrote this down. Let me write.
Okay.
She wants to drink gin and tonics like a closet girl.
Okay.
I'm guessing a closeted person. So
yeah, okay,
but
got
nonetheless,
I did not even hear that.
No.
So Sandy gets a phone call from Jess. I was like, oh yeah, Jess. I remember her.
Yeah. Okay.
She's gonna meet at the boat, at the dock when the boat gets in. So okay.
I had just written like 3 minutes before this, like, where is she? What happened to her?
Is she? So she's still hungover?
Yeah, like that's amazing. So I was wondering what happened to her because in viewer time, it's been at least a week, right? Since we've seen her. In their world, it was probably a day or two, but still.
That's a lot. That's a lot to miss. So after breakfast, an alarm sounds and the pirate treasure hunt is on.
It's on.
Sandy's tied to the wheel in the bridge. and all the crew members have clues. And this is so much fun. It makes me want to do, if not a pirate treasure hunt, like a scavenger hunt.
They're doing one at BravoCon.
Oh, that's right. I forgot about that.
Yes.
Yes. I'll be excited for that. That's going to be fun.
Yes.
So the last clue leads them to this box full of coins and jewelry. The kids are so excited. And Natalya just did a great job, didn't she?
She did. She really did. And she even made the paper for the clues.
Like, I know. She made it look
really
old.
Cool.
So cool.
Yeah. So I loved how the whole crew was in on it too. They all had their costumes on. They were looking pretty fun. So it was just it was a good morning. You could tell they had a really great time.
Yeah. So back to the dock, Sandy has to back into this really tight spot. And
good Lord,
man, she's good.
So good.
Docking goes great. The guests depart. I just love the Orbison family. They're so nice. And it makes me think we need more families on this show.
Yeah.
I would much rather see a family, whether it's a young family like this or an older family, than just a group of friends. It's just so much more interesting.
It's interesting too, because there's the dynamic of everyone on the boat is different. Like it's just a little bit less chaotic.
Yeah.
With the guests and with the crew. And with a group of friends, you just know it's going to be drunken debauchery.
Right. And you get the people that are looking for their 15 minutes of fame. And
And they're going to fight. There's going to be a fight.
About
not
stupid
a physical
stuff.
one, just a verbal one. But, with families, you could, there'll still be some drunkenness because family. But it's a different kind of fun. It's just.
Yeah. And they're more comfortable with each other. I just think that it would make for better TV. So more families, please. Bravo.
And we've had, the families that we have had, they've always been like really great groups.
Yeah. Or really terrible, like Erica Rose and Chuck, whatever his name is.
I can't believe you said her name. Don't say it 2 more times. She'll show up.
But they were fun. Like that made fun. Good TV. Good TV. So I like it. Okay, so the tip meeting. Sandy is very happy with both the interior and the exterior. And apparently the Orbisons were very into it as well. $28,000 for the tip.
Wow.
Really nice.
So well deserved.
Yes.
They all did really great.
They did. Good charter. So Jess returns. Did they ever say what was wrong with her?
Dude, I don't know. No, they didn't. And she never said what was wrong with her either.
No.
But she looked really refreshed.
Well, yeah, of course. So rested. Either she was just hungover and she was just like milking this, to have a couple days off, or there's something, wrong that she doesn't want everybody to know. That could be the other case. So
fair enough.
Anyway, I'm glad she's better. Glad she's back. But, she missed the whole charter. But she's back for the crew night out, as Kyle pointed out.
Convenient.
So on the night out, Jack meets a girl from London at the bar, and pretty soon they're dancing and then they're kissing.
And then after the kiss, she just kind of melted into the background. She just kind of disappeared.
She kind of looked up like, where am I?
What just happened?
Am I on a TV show? Did I sign something? Yeah, that was funny. So Natalya and Luca agree that this flirting thing cannot keep going the way it's going.
Thank you.
But she takes this opportunity to call the boyfriend, and he doesn't want her to be with anybody else, but he wants to do whatever he wants. And I'm just so over this guy, and we don't even know him.
She is not helping herself by calling him.
Yeah. Not good. So
she's just going to be in a rotten mood.
I know. Back to the boat. Was that Lara that was rolling around in the van and then on the ground when they got back to the boat?
Yes, it was. And then later, when they get on the boat, they show her trying to take her top off, and she's stuck in her shirt. Now, look, we've all done this in a dressing room where we've tried on something and we're like, this is great. It's a little tight. I can't get out of it. I'm going to end up buying it anyway. But she's just like her stuck on her. She can't get it out. It's just funny.
Yeah, she was really stumbling around.
Amazing.
So Natalya calls Luca into her bathroom and we hear some kissing noises.
Gross. Sorry. Just the kissing sound is just gross to me. Like, I don't want to hear it. No.
Yeah. Then they crawl into Natalya's bunk with Kyle underneath.
That's awkward. He came in and he said, "Good night, guys. Good night, Kyle." Like,
yeah, just normal. And
what we do, man.
So they're making out, and then Natalya's phone is ringing. It's AJ, the boyfriend. And Kyle says, "No, don't answer it." And Luca says, "Answer it. It'll be funny."
Don't answer it. Talk about a buzzkill. Like,
right, totally.
Don't. Oh my gosh.
And that's where the episode ends.
Thank goodness. Oh my goodness.
Well, do you think she's going to answer it?
I don't know. I wonder.
It'll make good TV.
Answer it. Do you think Luca will answer it?
Oh my God. I was hoping it was a FaceTime. We'll see. It could be. Hey, this is Luca. We'll see what happens. But, Luca wants her to answer because that will end things with the boyfriend, probably.
Absolutely.
He wants to blow things up.
And literally. No, but yeah, I think you're absolutely right. Because then there's nothing holding her back.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Crazy. Well, let's take a quick break and we'll come back with Hot Tub Convo. It's time for Hot Tub Convo, where we discuss what's happening with our favorite Below Deck cast members.
Tumi was on Watch What Happens Live last week. She looked gorgeous.
Yes, she did.
Andy asked her about some of the hate that she's gotten online, and they discussed how she took screenshots of some of the garbage that people have DM'd her, and she shared it to her stories, just calling these people out.
And
yeah, I'm glad she's not letting these trolls lurk in the shadows. We reshared some of those last week or the week before, and a lot of these people, these are obviously Finsta accounts. They're people with 0 followers, or people are so gross, and I'm glad that they got called out.
Well, and it's easy to be a keyboard warrior.
Exactly.
And so, I get that's horrible, but I'm glad she did. That takes a strong person.
Yeah. And Andy said the internet is for porn and trolls. The internet is for porn. Yeah. Okay.
Well, did you see that Kyle is going to be a bridesmaid in Natasha's wedding?
I did.
Oh, fun. So, how do we get an invite to that?
I don't know.
I mean, Tosh, we are willing to come to England, LA, Antarctica, wherever.
Wherever, we'll be there.
I have passport, we'll travel.
Also this week was the Winter House premiere, or last week, and Malia White and Katie Flood are single and ready to mingle, so that's fun.
Ladies, here we go.
And they have their eye on Corey from Winter House. Do you know who that is, Kelly?
Is he the blonde?
Yeah, his hair's kind of light brown, blondish. Yeah.
It's not the mullet guy, is it?
No, that's Kyle. Anyway,
at least they have goals.
Right. So Alex Propson from Sailing Yacht has his eye on every single girl there. I feel like we didn't really see this on Sailing Yacht, or I guess he only had eyes for Mads, right? But Gary was in the way.
Yeah, Gary stole the storyline on all of that. So
yeah, well, now he's just there to party for 2 weeks, and he's ready.
Is he trying really hard to get?
Yes, it's awkward.
Alex.
So by the way, did you know that Alex is a fellow Midwesterner? He's from Wisconsin.
No. He's from Wisconsin?
I know, another Wisconsin kid. And
that's awesome.
Something interesting is this season of Winter House filmed 1 week after Scandival broke last year. And apparently both Tom Schwartz and Tom Sandoval were supposed to be on the show. But obviously then Sandoval didn't come. So that's wild.
That is so wild. Well, and I've seen previews or clips where they were saying, well, Schwartz will be here tomorrow. And one girl on their show, she's wearing a hat, a cowboy hat kind of. And she's like, oh, really? I'm like, oh God, here we go. So
yeah, it's just such an interesting mix. I'm definitely going to watch the whole season. So I'll keep reporting back in Hot Tub Convo.
Okay. Oof, yeah. So Sarah, I don't know if you realize this or not, but this is our last episode before we go to BravoCon.
I know, just a few more days. I'm so excited.
So I think we have 1, 2, 3 sleeps, and then
we'll be there.
I have to break it down for some people. We have 3 sleeps, and then we get to go. So, are you packed yet? Are you there?
I've just kind of thrown stuff into a room, but I need to like get more serious about it in the next day or so. But I know I'm going to be texting you a lot in the next few days. Like, what about this? What about that? Do you have this? And I'm definitely overpacking, but hopefully we'll have more room in our hotel than we did in New York. So,
well, that's a good point. Oh, should I bring hangers?
I'm bringing a couple hangers actually, because we have a lot of shirts that need to look nice.
Yes.
You know.
Well, and I mean, I've got my sparkles.
Yeah, sparkle jacket.
Different things. And sparkle
What kind
jewelry.
of shoes are you bringing?
Definitely bringing tennis shoes for the big things. And then I might bring, I haven't even thought about I'm
bringing like a really comfortable pair of sandals.
Okay.
McKean's, and then like my slip-on like Rothy's tennis shoes.
Okay.
And I think and the tennis shoes. I think that's it. But we'll see. I might throw one more thing in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I haven't really thought that far ahead.
You will.
I need to.
All right. It's time for our segment, Join Me in the Wheelhouse, where we decide who needs to see Captain Sandy for a stern talking to. Kelly, who do you vote for this week?
Nat's boyfriend, AJ.
Yeah.
Or whatever his name is.
Yeah, I'm over him.
Yeah. It's just he's not adding the kind of spice that he should be adding to the show.
No. Yeah, it's going to be interesting, but I don't need this like long drawn out thing the whole season.
Right.
You know.
Yeah, no thanks.
Yeah. Bye.
Bye.
That's it for this week's episode of Above Deck. Thank you to our team at Hurrdat Media, especially Grace, Pat, and Danielle. Please subscribe on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, wherever you get your podcasts. Don't forget to tell a friend, and please rate and review us 5 stars only.
And you can follow us on Instagram at abovedeckpod. You can also email us at abovedeckpod@gmail.com. Don't forget, you can watch us on the Hurrdat Media YouTube channel, which is really fun to watch. So come and check it out. So until next week, I'm Kelly Busby.
And I'm Sarah Goldman. We'll see you at BravoCon.
I'm going to BravoCon.
I know. I can't wait.